welcome back. Dorothy from Michaels joins us today, helping us to take some of the mystery out. I know I've mentioned sometimes I walk past, I just see things hanging there and go, I could just put a chain on that and wear it.
Oh, definitely.
It's amazing.
Well, the piece that I have on, that's exactly what that is.
Oh, okay.
It's just chains, and they've just linked them together. And
oh, well, look at that.
Look at how easy. Simple, simple, simple.
Okay, now just so you know, Dorothy also said, now you get to make this bracelet. So I'm going to try to work on that a little bit while she's doing that. If we'll see how it goes. I'm on the little bead right now.
We've got Vicki all set up with some memory wire. This is another piece that's very, very simple to make. It's just the beads that are on some little loops, and you just simply put those on some wire.
Okay.
This has some ribbon on it. Simple, simple. Looks kind of intimidating, but it's not. It's very simple to make. This is another piece that's just the components, the little chain and a couple little charms, just kind of put together with some little jump rings. Okay. Very simple. This is a piece like you're doing. Okay. This is memory wire.
Yeah, what's up with this memory wire stuff?
This memory wire is so nice because, for one thing, you don't have to put a clasp on the end.
Oh, okay.
All you do is bend. Just take your little trusty tool here, make a little bend in your wire on the one end, and then you just take and string your beads onto your wire.
Goes around like that?
Look at, and then it just remembers what it's
See, and that's kind of nice because I think that's where a lot of folks get a little confused, like how to find a clasp that's right. Can be a little intimidating, I think.
Well, and you have little crimp beads that you have to put on with the clasp and that. So this is nice. This eliminates the crimp beads and the little clasp and that. So simple, simple. We've got you working on a bracelet, and that's the memory wire. Okay. This is another set this one is strung beads. Now this is bead wire. And this is a bracelet necklace to match. And this is simple. Just string the beads on the wire.
That is cool.
And this does have the little lobster clasp back here. Okay. And that's just put on by running your wire through the little jump ring on one side and running it through the lobster clasp on the other side.
Oh, very cool.
And that one's very, very simple. And we do have classes at Michaels. We have jewelry making classes, and you can learn all these different techniques. There's so many different techniques, and some of them look like they're so hard, but they're not.
Now, I was going to ask, because I know not all beads are the same, and now sometimes it can be a little bit difficult trying to figure out what size beads you need for your project.
Right, right. There's the smaller beads, so of course you're going to use bead wire that's, you know, your smaller gauge. Okay. The gauge of the bead wire goes from like, I think it's like 18 up to 30.
Okay, right. So, so now that I've gotten this far on it, and I did the last of the little white beads, so I think I'm done with the little white beads. Okay. Now what's my next step on this?
Well, we have more for you to do.
She has more for me to do. But that would just about fit, if I were to keep it, you know, that would be just about the right size.
Well, when it wraps, it's going to wrap like a double bracelet. And so what you would do is you would put your beads all the way on until this other end. Okay. And then you would just take your little old trusty tool. Now this is the round nose pliers. Okay. And you would take this and you would hold on to the end of your wire and just kind of make a little curl in there. Okay. And that would hold your beads.
A shot. Even though I'm not all the way down. I give it a little shot, curl it around like so.
You just kind of curl it around and
oh, like that. Okay. And then it just hooks. Sweet. Well, that's very cool. Well, now I'll have to unbend it so I can finish this. All right, so we've gotten a start on how to get this going. I want to thank you for coming in, letting us know a little bit more about the classes and taking some of the mystique out of what we're doing with this.
Oh, it is. Like I say, it does look like it's complicated, but it's not.
It's not.
It's as complicated as you want to make it.
There you go, like anything. All right, Dorothy, thank you so much for coming in and showing us some of the great possibilities that we can find. And coming up, we're going to be hearing a little bit more about how to make burgers with National Burger Month coming up with Andrew Lacombe. They'll be coming up next.